Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional women. So current time of 9:10 a.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum contract $2,034, about 5.05% so far. With respect to over crypto market, see clearly on this Monday morning, we are relatively across the spectrum red, but kind of mixed bag in comparisons to the equity side. We are levitating, approximating from the non-subset consolidated level, and to earmark specifically for Ethereum, that's $2,050. And what's gonna be happening this week, right? As I mentioned during this weekend on Sunday, on the outlook of just the snapshot of the next 7 days, we know that in the next couple of days, we will be experiencing some volatility, knowing the fact that Jerome Powell is going to be giving a speech again. I believe the conference is for the Wall Street Journal's related conference, and obviously with respect to some of the questions, knowing the fact that he's the Fed's chairman, will be around economic outlook going forward, would be around with respect to the interest hikes going forward. Are we gonna, hear some hints or foreshadow with respect to the next FOMC meeting? Are we gonna be raising the interest rates further higher going forward, right, to fight inflationary pressure heads on, right? And also, we will get some hints from the corporate earnings reports coming out this week as well, sprinkle across this whole week, from companies like Home Depot, Walmart of the world. Obviously, there's the consumer companies, and as you heard from the recent negative CPI and the PPI report, that conveys some negative sentiment across the market, subsequently drove sell off for subsequent days, after despite like a slight relief rally that we saw for like maybe half a day, and then kind of gave everything back up, as you saw from here on this mega red candle from the two negative reports. How are we going to be seeing those coming this week as well, right? Because obviously, with respect to the Fed's mandate, is the job numbers, and with respect to the interest rates, the correlation effect is going to be mainly driven by, higher prices going to, be correlated to higher interest rates. So, we'll see how that goes. And the reason is because corporate companies have to sustain a certain level of profitability, so they don't have to like, go into the ultimatum of either going through bankruptcy or laying off a bunch of people, and things like that, right? So we'll see how that goes. So respect to recording time again, 9:13 a.m. on the Eastern Time. Ethereum contract $2,034, now about 5% so far. And on the overall crypto market, you can see that kind of mixed bag, right? But we have some micro affectation driven, um, factors that's driving Solana to go up about 4.10% so far. And again, respect to Ethereum is in between levels, right? We are at the lingering level of the $2,034, which is not really at 2,000, not really at the 2,050. We need to get up to where we got canceled out yesterday, 2,150. And respect to overall trends right now, you can see that we're reversing, dipping down slightly on the MACD front, and also on the RSI, we got canceled out as we reached 35 out of 70. So momentum doesn't seem to be the strongest at the moment. So ideally coming down to that like 1,995, and then subsequently possibly even break through to 1860 if we have a negative verbiage from Jerome Powell, and also negative earnings report coming out as well. And respect to Bitcoin, down about 4.1117%. We had $29,000, right? Down for 4.21%. At the moment right now, we also got canceled out, and also the trends is also reversing slightly, levitating at the moment. So where we need to go back up to the 30,000, right, which is the next level. If we don't, we're gonna keep coming back down to trade on the flat numbers, right? The 28500, 27500, all the way to the real next level that is quite steep from here, somewhere around like what, which is where we met last time, 25,500 before. So watch out for those levels. Respect to Ethereum Classic, down about 6%. Anywhere from current level down is still logical to DCA based on the current setup. We're 34 out of 70, but the trend is relatively bearish at the moment, like coming back down to ideally at the bare minimum 1860 will be very logical. Dogecoin down about 6% as well. The same frame coming down all the way to 8 cents is quite logical based on the current setup right now. Cardano down about 5%, coming down all the way to 47 cents will be quite logical as well. I think 47 is basically 45, so anywhere starting from there, it's logical to start DCAing. I think 38 will be kind of a stretch, knowing the fact that that was a flash crash that happened like in a blink of seconds. Immediately got bought up because all the orders got triggered, right? In respect to Solana, up about 4% at $54 at the moment. We are lingering around again, right, at the flat numbers. So we are in between, like I said, the whole market is. So coming back down to ideally at 50 would be a good logical dip to get in, or somewhere around like the flat number again, 40. 37 will be kind of a stretch based on the current setup already. XRP down about 2%. Anywhere from basically current level down all the way to 37 cents is logical. Polkadot is flat as well. Anywhere from current level down all the way to $8 is logical. Respect to Algorand, down about 1%. Anywhere from current level all the way down to 40 cents. Basically all the flat numbers, because Algorand has been breaking through all the technical bottoms. So it's just trade on flat numbers, so 45 to 40 basically. Shiba Inu in between levels again, right? 2100 we broke that, 1400 we broke that as well. So in between 14 and 900 right now. So 900 would be a good dip for you. In respect to MATIC, that about 7.7%. Anywhere from basically level of 60 cents will be logical. AVAX lastly, anywhere from basically current level down to 30. So it's all the flat numbers because of new technical bottoms, right? So we see how that goes tomorrow for Jerome Powell's speech. I'll keep an eye out on it. Obviously, I'll stay consistent and connected. So I'll let you guys know as anything arises that we need to be aware of. But in the meantime, have a good rest of the week, and I'll watch out for the next one. Take care. Bye.